Zombies 3 on Disney Channel is now officially traveling to alien worlds. Matt Cornett, Kyra Tantao, and Terry Hugh have been cast as new alien characters in the next threequel movie. With a Disney Channel cast that just keeps growing, we're curious to know what rules our favorite actors have to abide by when working on the movies. So, let's get right into it. First rule of being a part of Zombies is you never talk about zombies. Simple as that. With a production like this, the plot twists and new sequences are top secret, as there are any behind-the-scenes details to ensure none of the tea is accidentally spilled. You'd better learn how to hold your tongue, in other words. Showrunners have to school the cast in advance for their interviews to prepare their responses to hard questions, such as what will happen to Addison and Zed's relationship, who will play the antagonist in the upcoming film. If a question feels too tongue-in-cheek, Zombies actors are expected to do one thing when nothing comes to mind, that is, they must find any way possible to avoid answering the question. For example, Kylie Russell replied, I'm gonna just leave that as a mystery, okay? When asked about Zombie Eliza's love life. She learned a lot from the showrunners. Meg Donnelly, or Addison as we know her, claimed that the hardest thing for her to do was to restrain herself from publishing all the behind-the-scenes videos of the cast dancing. Last year, however, guess who couldn't keep all the juicy information to himself? Pierce Jones, who plays the werewolf Wyatt in the film, said that he did accidentally reveal certain plot details in interviews and ended up getting in trouble for that. A bad boy on and off the screen. A spotless reputation is required. Do you ever see troubled adolescent idols or disorganized celebrities gaining roles in tremendously well-known Disney productions? It seems like it would be one thing the film's makers would not compromise on for the zombies. Since the time these actors signed their contracts, they've been required to maintain a spotless reputation and maintain their cast image. They are also expected to keep their profiles PG-13 and to prevent any promotion of anything that isn't teen idol friendly. Along with financial success, a duty to preserve the beauty of the Disney Channel image is also pledged. Once the actors sign their contract with Disney, they're required to portray a persona that is very Disney Channel friendly, even when they're not on the clock. That means no inappropriate behavior, dressing, or involvements in controversy. In the first Zombies movie, discipline and working days are Disney's substitute for sleepovers and wild parties. When asked in 2018 what his goals for the future were, Milo responded, "Get straight A's and go to college," and to which many asked whose teenage dream that is. But Mannheim was only 16, but this child was idolized by millions of admirers, and letting them down was not an option. Despite the fact that his response may have seemed extremely staged, Milo did manage to land a position at one of the most esteemed institutions in the nation, New York University's Tisch Drama School, regardless of whether it was due to industry pressure or his own aspirations. It seems like this child lives the life of his on-screen role. Moving on to the next rule. The actors are expected to always be polite and be best friends with everyone on set or get off the set. The cornerstone to every successful production is the chemistry between the actors. Power couples, friendship goals, and ship names all sell movies, which is why casting directors work so hard to ensure that the chemistry reads go well and the ensemble comes together as a unit. But you can't predict everything, can you? You might think that there is no place for drama queens on set, except one Amelia McCarthy, the mean girl Lacey in the Zombie series, was always in character on the set and sassed around as much as she wanted for filming purposes, of course, but the actress definitely enjoyed it. "I love playing the mean girl," she said. "I don't know what it is like, but I'm just in my element. I love being mean," she said playfully in an interview. The casting directors did an undoubtedly amazing job finding the right person to play each character. Milo and Meg were found as the ideal match after 13 Zed auditions and 1 chemistry test, according to the Zombie staff. Mannheim expressed how he really feels about his co-star in a post on Instagram in July. "There's no one I would rather have to embark on this insane adventure with. I love you to the moon and back. A and Z forever." You already know that these two are winning our hearts, and even years after the first movie, the cast members continue to swoon over one another and act like best friends. The cast members never miss a chance to talk about how much they adore one another and how happy they are to have been able to come together as a family. Thanking their midnight sneakouts to Kylie Russell's hotel room for that, right? Before the second movie hit the channel, the actress who plays Zombie Eliza revealed the cast went through their own type of bonding experience: dance parties, freestyle sessions, and game nights. No wonder there was no tension on set. TikTok truly does unite people. One thing is for certain, you don't receive a role in a Disney film like Zombies for nothing. Each member of the cast was carefully chosen from a group of actors with extraordinary skills for acting, singing, and dancing. Furthermore, the cast is required to put in extremely long hours and consistently display their abilities to the fullest extent, since talent alone is not enough. That is precisely why there is such fierce passion in the Zombies acting field, and every single actor has stage presence in their blood. Chandler Kinney, who portrays Willa, the alpha werewolf pack in the Forbidden Forest, has been performing professionally since she was 3 years old. She used to dance 30 hours a week in addition to taking Taekwondo lessons. Jaws dropped. Nevertheless, having a major break just serves to get you ready for what is ahead. It does not free you from the habit. In an interview, Milo said that learning the dance routines was the only step in the preparation process that required a whole month of endless hours. If any cast member missed a day, they'd have to catch up on their own. Are you aware that Trevor Torchman built his own national dance convention and that Milo went on to finish as a runner-up on Dancing with the Stars in 2018? These individuals have proven that the hustle is real and they apply their skills to the Zombies production. Directors caught Milo doing backflips while he was just having fun on set, so he re-choreographed the entire BAM dance to incorporate them. Unlike her co-stars, though, Meg Donnelly is the only one who doesn't have the best athletic ability, despite playing the character of someone who's a cheerleading champ. The cast members need to juggle their crazy schedules. Filming for a physically intense role while maintaining your other career ventures is a must-have skill for everyone in the Zombies cast. Just like their characters in the movies, the actors are doing all of it in real life too, not to mention the interviews, promotional work, and intense physical training. Meg Donnelly, the show's star who showed everyone that playing her part was a real challenge, will be able to answer how simple or difficult it is to manage. Meg, who is also a full-time singer and composer, in addition to being an actor, was in fact working on an album while everyone else was enjoying their lunch. The 20-year-old actress told Pop Culturalist that on set, she's still writing lyrics in her journal and humming melodies the whole time, and then when she's in the studio in between takes, she'll be looking over her lines, so it's definitely a balance of everything for Meg. What most people may not realize, though, is that Disney actually requires its stars to work on a career in singing. That's why so many of our beloved Disney stars are often simultaneously seen releasing albums. Lately, Disney has eased up on that rule, but that doesn't mean the stars are spending their time relaxing by a lake. Just like Meg, her co-star Chandler Kinney was rehearsing for her infamous role in the Lethal Weapons action series, while Trevor Torchman was choreographing the hit series' Next Steps international tours. Do these guys even know how to rest? Either way, the Zombies production process cannot be impacted. The Zombies cast is constantly required to get out of their comfort zones. When your role involves morphing into a deadly creature or a werewolf, as an actor you must be prepared to bear it all, even if none of the preparation is easy for you. As Pierce says, after having acrylic nail extensions for the part of the werewolf, Jose almost passed out from shame. Pierce was unable to leave his room to go shopping, and he very nearly had a panic attack as a result of the comments others made when he went to Starbucks and said, "It's for a school assignment, thank you. Bye." Pierce almost passed out from worry that he wouldn't be able to use his hands anymore. Meg Donnelly also encountered some difficulties while trying to put on 2 wigs at once, one of which was nearly comparable to the color of her natural hair. The double wig thing, in this weather, sounds like a guaranteed heat stroke, but she seemed unfazed by it. When working with a company like Disney, the strive for perfection is constant, and actors on set are required to spend hours in hair and makeup. Milo Manheim experienced what we can only describe as a few circles of hell. Manheim claims that he was nowhere near his hair during the whole period. His stylists were constantly working on them. The makeup crew spent 6 weeks planning out the ideal combination of eerie and Disney-esque looks. The lead actor's hair was then sprayed green rather than colored. But it didn't stop there. The rest of his body also had to practically be painted white because Milo's face wasn't the only place that needed to be turned into a zombie, but also his hands and feet and any other bit of skin that might show up on camera had to be zombified. This whole routine took hours of his day. The actor told 17 that he took the longest to get ready. By the time he would go over to the makeup trailer, every single person in the movie would already have been in and out before he was finished. That's not even the worst part. The removal of the layers of white paint took 45 minutes of rubbing his whole body with shaving cream. Oh boy, that is a skincare routine we do not envy at all. Good thing Milo is a big fan of transformations. The teen actor once said he wanted to turn his hair pink permanently. There's nothing stopping him, except maybe his Disney contract. In terms of their costumes, the actors are allowed to make minor changes, like adding something they feel would fit the character well, because the Zombies production team valued individuality, but all these changes needed to be approved and in line with what the character would actually wear. For example, the werewolves weren't allowed to accessorize with anything that even looked like silver. In comparison to other Disney productions, the Zombies cast were allowed a fair degree of freedom. This was in part due to the heat the company received after several ex-Disney stars opened up about how suffocating working with the company had been. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think about the strict rules these actors have to follow? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.